How many moons would it take to match the weight of Earth? And how many Earths would you need to match the mass of the Sun? Today we'll compare planets, stars, and black holes using mass and real physics. From tiny Sirius to monsters like Ton 618. If you're curious about space, hit like and subscribe, and let's begin. Our first stop, Makemake, a dwarf planet far beyond Neptune, hidden in the icy Kuiper belt. It may look small, but it still holds mass, about 0.05% of Earth's mass. Now meet Sirius, the smallest of the dwarf planets. Located between Mars and Jupiter, it holds just 0.015% of Earth's mass. So to match Makemake, you'd need about 3 Siriuses. But even Makemake is no match for Pluto. Pluto, once considered the 9th planet, weighs about 0.22% of Earth's mass. Pluto has 5 moons. One of them, Charon, is so big it almost makes Pluto a double planet system. Makemake is lighter, just 0.05%. So it takes around 4 Makemakes to balance Pluto. Next up, Earth's own companion, the Moon. The Moon weighs about 1.2% of Earth's mass. And did you know? It's slowly drifting away from Earth, about 3.8 centimeters per year. Pluto's much lighter, just 0.22%. It takes about 5 Plutos to match the Moon's mass. But how does the Moon compare to a real planet? Let's try Mercury. Mercury weighs 5.5% of Earth's mass. That's over 4 times heavier than the Moon. It's also the fastest planet, zipping around the Sun in just 88 days. To match Mercury, we'd need about 4 moons. Let's take it a step further. What happens when Mercury faces Mars? Mars weighs about 10.7% of Earth's mass, nearly twice as heavy as Mercury. And here's a fun fact, Mars has the tallest volcano in the solar system, Olympus Mons. It takes about 2 Mercuries to balance the mass of Mars. Now let's bring in a rocky planet with a hellish reputation, Venus. Venus, the hottest planet in our solar system, despite being second from the Sun, its thick atmosphere traps heat like a giant pressure cooker. Venus is a heavyweight by comparison, 81%, so it takes almost 8 Marses to equal 1 Venus. Looks like Mars really needs to hit the gym. But now let's put Venus up against our lovely Earth. Earth, the cradle of life, covered in oceans, forests, deserts, and cities, Venus weighs about 81% of Earth's mass, close enough to stand as its evil twin. Same size, but Venus is a 460 degrees pressure cooker wrapped in acid clouds. We all know the Moon is much smaller than Earth, but what happens if we actually compare their weight? So how many moons would it take to balance Earth? The answer? About 81 moons. Now let's continue our journey through the solar system. Neptune. Neptune, a frigid gas giant swirling with supersonic winds. It's the farthest planet from the Sun and weighs 17 times more than Earth. To match Neptune, we would need 17 Earths. Ready to go even bigger? Next stop, Uranus. Meet Uranus, a pale blue ice giant spinning on its side like a rolling barrel. Its mass equals about 14.5 Earths, just a bit lighter than Neptune. It takes just 1 Neptune to outweigh Uranus. But can any planet hold up against the mighty Saturn? Let's find out. Saturn isn't just famous for its rings, it's the 2nd largest planet in the solar system. It weighs about 95 Earths, and fun fact, it's so light, it would float in a giant bathtub. Neptune may be smaller, but it's no featherweight. With a mass of 17 Earths, to match Saturn's mass, you'd need about 5.5 Neptunes. Jupiter is the heavyweight champion of our solar system. Its mass, a staggering 318 times that of Earth, and nearly 3 times heavier than Saturn. Even mighty Saturn doesn't stand a chance. To balance Jupiter, we'd need about 2.8 Saturns. But what happens when Jupiter faces the ultimate source of heat and light? Next up, Jupiter versus the Sun. Now we're entering God tier territory. The Sun is so massive, it holds over 99% of everything that orbits it. Compared to Jupiter, it's on a whole other level. It would take about 1,048 Jupiters to match the mass of the Sun. Let's leave our solar system and take on something bigger. Next, the brightest star in the night sky, Sirius A. Sirius A shines 25 times brighter than the Sun from Earth's sky, but in mass, it's only about twice as heavy. Sirius A weighs about 2.1 times the mass of the Sun, so you'd need 2 suns to match its mass, and just a bit more. Let's go bigger. Arcturus. Arcturus may be enormous in size, but looks can be deceiving. Sirius A is actually heavier than Arcturus, even though it's much smaller, because Arcturus is a puffed up red giant, while Sirius A is compact and dense. This is Sagittarius A star, a supermassive black hole sitting at the heart of the Milky Way. Its mass? Over 4 million suns. To match Sagittarius A star, we'd need over 2 million Sirius A stars. Ton 618, a black hole with an estimated mass of 66 billion suns. To equal the mass of Ton 618, we'd need around 15,300 Sagittarius A star black holes. It's one of the heaviest known objects in the universe, a true gravitational monster, where even galaxies vanish without a trace. Thanks for watching. If this blew your mind, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us which cosmic giants you'd like to see next.